First of all, here's your A site default setup with Killjoy. You want to first make your way towards heaven and have your turrets facing behind you, like so. This will hold flank for you from both mid and your spawn as well. It's just a very reliable turret in general. Keeps you very safe, it's a good boy. And then you have your molly here towards default to stop Gecko from being a bitch and throwing down his little plushie. You sit backside. If they come through, pop the molly. Try and stop the rush. Pop their heads. You know what's going on. And then use the molly on default to stop Gecko from being a little bitch and hiding in main. Now for your kill setups. This one here might take a few tries, honestly. It's quite hard. A long bot in between, and then your second molly goes here on the second gold circle on the floor. Turret here for extra cringe as they push through. Turret shoots their asshole. They push through, they get obliterated. Start getting crazy in chat, and you have a big smile on your face. Second one here is more towards like the left side of sight. It's a similar concept here. So toss it on the side of the little pillar here. Second molly just beside the golden ring on the floor. And a long bot goes in between like so. For your turrets, keep it in the same place, or if you want to, you can move towards heaven. Just destroy them as they come in. And guys, keep in mind, like, this map is quite new, so people don't know what Killjoy does on this map. They don't know where to look for her util, so now's the best time to learn these, trust me. Simple molly on top of the box here. Count the circles. The one furthest from the first molly. A long bot in between. A long bot in between, and then turret goes towards heaven. As they come in, the turret shoots them from the side. And you have these two where you sit backside, enjoy your food, and see them cry. This turret shoots them. Pop both of these. They can't really go anywhere. So you at least, if you don't kill them, make them get very uncomfortable on sight. And then here's a bonus setup you can use as well. Golden circle on the ground here. A long bot in between. Turret in the same place. This one's very, very good if you suspect a rush is coming. So if you think to yourself, they have KJ ults or Vice ults, they're gonna push really heavy, use this, trust me. You'll get a fuck ton of kills. Just sit backside like a little bitch. Shoot them as they come in. You know what's going on. And then for your retake setup, this is by far the best ult to use on the site. It's so good. It covers the entire site apart from one little gap. And they also can't spam the ult through the wall. But you see here there's a little gap in the ult. So to counter this, come right here on the little mark on the floor. Aim in between the black line here and a simple left click throw. So in real time, looks like this. If they try and sit back here like a bitch, you pop the molly and it's the easiest retake of your life. And then for your default on B site, this is an example of what not to do here. Okay, make sure you put your turret down and cover both areas here. This will cover the mid push for you as well. So if they try and lurk through mid, you have it cleared. And also for your spawn. A long bot molly, simple combo here towards the left side of sight. And then look at this, guys. Look at how fucking sexy I am. Like, who does this? Who does this apart from me? You can put your molly under the railing there and they literally cannot break it at all. It's unbreakable. You can sit backside towards here. Go towards default here if you want to. Play off your mollies. If they swing out, pop this molly here and just fucking destroy them. And then here's your kill setups on the B site. Turret goes here. It's just the best placement, honestly, for getting kills. This molly here is amazing because it even hits them before they get onto the site. You'll see what I mean. So when they're here on this section, and you pop it, right? Watch this. It damages them here, which is crazy by itself. But what you can do is use this in combination with another molly towards this side here on the left, a long bot in between, and fry them. This one here is okay. It's quite easy, you can't mess it up. But to be honest, I do think the one coming up next is a lot better to use. You'll see what I mean. So the same molly as before on the left side, but this time you try and line your crosshair up like so, and then do a left click or right click, whichever you choose. Right over here, it's quite difficult to get first time. As you can see, I'm struggling for my life here. It's not a joke. But this one here is amazing because it covers the entirety of the site. You'll see here. If they push through, they're dead. They're just dead. And then for your third, this is the most disgusting setup on the map. Like, this is just nerdy as fuck. Okay, so you throw them molly here, right click. I do struggle a little bit here on the second one, okay, so don't pay attention for 3 seconds. And there we go. I eventually get it. But we have 2 mollies here. Under the ground, they can't break. If they try and push up here, pop both, they can't break them at all. It's 3 damage. What more do you want? Drop a like. And then here's your final setup here to kill as many people as possible and commit mass murder. So you have your second one on this black dot here. First on the box. Alarm bot in between, as per usual. This one's really good because not only does it cover a lot of ground, but it also has a chance of breaking Gecko's ultimate, or his wingman too. And then for B retake, we have probably the best ultimate in the game, paired with this molly under the ledge. You'll see here as I show the map, it covers literally everything, like they can't go anywhere. So if this goes down and you somehow can't protect yourself, you've won the round. 100%. They can't get back in time, there's no time to run back from main. So very, very strong. Now for ascent, make sure you always have the alarm bot in mid. It's very, very important because people on this map love to lurk in mid, and just shutting down that avenue gives your team so much more freedom. It's crazy. Your turret can go in either of these 2 positions here, over towards tree or towards the boxes on site. This molly here is really, really good. I found it about maybe 2 weeks ago now, randomly. And the second goes on this ledge here. First one's used if they try and push up through short onto the A site. You can swing off your turret. And the second one here is to try and get anybody who's closing the door, pushing you into tree. And then for your kill setups, first one goes right here on this very small patch of grass. As you can see, second goes right there in the middle. Alarm bot, make sure you place this more towards the door. And then turret goes underneath, well, hell, I suppose. Once they hit the switch, pop both of these. If they try and fall back like a dumbass, they die. Who would have imagined that? Not me. And then your second one is just a variation of the same thing. So second goes more towards Gen, because sometimes these weirdos will hit the first molly and sprint for their damn lives towards generator. And if they do, then now towards garden, this is going to be your turret boost setup. I use this all the time. People ask me all the time how I do this. So here you go. You look at the top left corner here, reverse your turret and put the left triangle right where I shot there. Again guys, it'll take some practice. Jump crouch in the corner, jump crouch again. For this, where I'm aiming right now, okay, you put the back left triangle, you'll see there, on that area. Pause if you need to. And from here, make sure you put your turret down in this position. The reason why is because if you need to fall off from this position and somebody's lurking, they can hear you fall down. So if you fall on your turret here, you make no noise, which means if they're flanking or lurking through a main, they won't hear you. It's crazy. And then your final one here is the old reliable garden setup. This still works for me now in 2024 because these guys have no fucking sense of memory and they always run into it. With this one as well, don't be afraid to push up free main. You know, you have the setup there. Get yourself a good position free main. Lurk up. And if they go through garden, you pop your setup and you have a good position in main to kill them. And finally you have this little setup towards gen. First goes there towards belt. Second back of gen. A lot in between. I think you know what's going to happen here, right? They're going to push up. Oh look, it's safe. No, you fuck them. Die. And then for your retake setup. Now what I used to do is this. I used to use my molly here, which does work, but it's very bad. Because you're so exposed towards sight. But I found a new version, which is way better. So instead, you find the second white curve here. Okay. Go against it, and throw the molly in between this gap here. You have way more cover, hits the same place, it's amazing. Really, really strong. And so to give them, looks like this. In that gap there, I have the molly towards the door, just in case they try and push me, as I'm using the combination. Pop the molly and get the either detain or kill. And if you're trying to retake from main here, you can hit mollies towards heaven as they try and leave. Tip of both spikes, you jump and do a left click. But make sure when you do your left click, don't throw the molly straight away. Wait half a second and throw it. If they try and leave here, pop both of these, they can't hide anywhere, and they're just dead. And then if you're playing towards B site, for default you have the same alarm bot. As I mentioned before, this turret here is just too strong not to use. It's amazing. If they go from main here, it's a really strong headshot angle. And it should get you some chip damage. For default, put your first molly here. And second towards lane. These both are super strong because the first one here will block the push first of all towards B main. And you'll see here when you pop it, if they try and go behind in the corner, it hits them. And if you try and go through lane here, you have the second molly. So you have info from mid, you have 2 mollies to stop the pushes. Very, very strong. And what I love with this setup is you can play towards A and pop that molly in main whenever you want. Now for your kill setups, first goes there, second right on the edge, as shown. Do not place your alarm bot here. If you do it, I swear I'll find you and I will... I can't say it because I get banned from YouTube. Do you know what I mean? Put your alarm bots more towards the right side, towards lane. Turret goes in the corner here. And once they push, they get fucking obliterated. And won't be forced to fall back. I like playing towards lane here. You swing out to the mollies. Get a free kill. Now this setup has a few different variations, so I'll show you 2 or 3 of them. First 2 here are very hidden, so they won't be able to break them with the Sova dart or the Raze nade, for example. As they come out here, turret shoots their ass cheek. Pop both of these, and do some crazy damage. This one here is good, but the second variation here is amazing. It's my preferred way to do it, but less hidden, so it's your choice. And then this version here is really cheese. I know it's cringe, I know, but I'm going to use it. I don't give a fuck what you say, okay? Put them both down. Lamba goes right there. And this is amazing because if they try and go on lane, it hits them through the floor. But if they jump down, it also hits them and does damage. So if you play towards backside, if they jump down, yeah. RIP, brother. And then here's my little turret setup. Guys, I know it looks ridiculous, right? But I promise you, I use this every game on Ascent and it always works, okay? Use it like once or twice a half. Sit underneath your turret with an Odin and spray them as they come in. I promise you, you'll get a kill from this. And from their POV, they're trying to clear out. Where is he? I don't know where he is. Oh look, there's a turret on stairs. You're sitting underneath. They have to flick their crosshair towards your head to hit you there. Like, it's not going to happen. And then for retake, put a molly there to stop the plants from going down. Ult goes down in the corner here. Now line up with these bricks in this line and chuck the molly right where I'm showing here on the lamp. Simple left flick, and when you combine these magical apparatuses together, it makes a magnificent combination like this. What it does, it forces them to go on the left side here, or from their POV it's left side, you know what I mean. And if your teammates are retaking from lane, they have a free shot at them. Easy as fuck. If you retake from B main, put your ult over here and spam your mollies towards the roof like so. Take one step, and once they try and leave the site... God, I'm so toxic sometimes. Fucking hell, what's wrong with me? But it works. If you need to, you can throw a molly here if you're somehow scared of the one little corner. Now, I'll be honest here, guys. This is the map that I feel I've improved on the most. So take a look at these setups. They're crazy good. I made loads of improvements. Found tons of new, like, secret locations for your mollies. I think you'll enjoy it a lot. Here's the first one here, which I think is really good. Towards the default position. It will stop the plants from going down. You have your turret up there towards the boxes. Simple default setup. But what I like about this is if you want to be sneaky, or you can be a big sneaky boy if you want to. I'm sorry guys, fucking hell. I'm cringing myself out here. But anyway, you have your lombots there to stop the push. Have the molly to stop the plants from going down. And you can just sit backside. For your kill setups, first one goes here. Second goes just beyond the posters, as shown. And alarm bot goes just in between. Turret on the boxes for extra penetration. And as they push up, probably is both. They try and go behind because they think they're smart. Well, you're not. Nice try, dumbass. Now, this was my old setup I used to use over here. It still works, but it's too easy. They break your mollies too quickly. It's not good. No bueno. Instead, chuck this molly here that I found this morning while recording the video. I know, very professional of me. Second goes just on the left side like so. And this one's really good because obviously it's more hidden. But second of all, it covers more space than the previous setup. So if they come into the lamps area, they're cooked. As a variation, put your first molly here, behind the little barriers. And then have your second one here, A lot more goes inside lamps itself, quite deep. Nice and deep. Make sure they push right in there, all the way. Pop them both. And disintegrate them. And then if you want to play towards, I'll just call it green box. Green box, triple. First one goes there, second on this intersection. On the ground. A lot in between. Does tons of damage, stops the guy from planting the spike, and stops Gecko from being a little bitch with his wingman. As a variation, use this molly here, with a second one on this dark spot. You'll never guess what I'm going to say next. A molly and an alarm bot in between. Who would have guessed? They can't go bench. If they try and go behind the wall, they're cooked. Easy. And then for your turret setup, you want to place the back right leg against where I shot at right there. It's kind of hard to explain, but you'll see when you pause the video what I mean. I fucked up the first time. Don't judge me. Okay, shush. Once you're up here, same as the ascent turret boost. Put your turret down there. So if you kill somebody, you can drop down silently. And you can outplay them. Put mollies there if you need to, for some more cover. And just swing out and fuck them up. You can drop down silently and catch them off guard. For your retake setup, molly goes there. Ult goes here, covers all of short, and pair with a molly like so. So if they try to play like this and catch you off guard coming through the ultimate, you can molly them and give your team more time to rotate. Default for B is very simple as well. First molly goes here to block the plant from going down. Turrets to watch both hookah and long. And this second molly here is a little bit special. Because look, once you pop this, their feet magically burn underneath them. And if they jump out, they get damaged too. So it's really good. Play backside if you want to. Swing off your turret. And mollies, swing towards long. And if you want to play operator like me, like a psychopath, then you can do so as well. Okay, I'm not your dad, you can do whatever you please. Have fun. For your first kill setup, first molly goes here. Guys, tell me I'm not cooking in the kitchen right now. Look at this. Isn't that crazy? Drop a like right now. Drop a damn like right now. Look at this. They're gonna push in. Oh no, where's Killjoy? I don't see Killjoy's YouTube. Oh, a turret's there. And then what? You're dead. Bitch. And as a variation to that same one, this is me just showing off the molly because I was so proud of myself. Okay. Ignore that. First one goes there. Second goes on this ledge here. You know, you gotta mix and match sometimes, guys. Keep them guessing. Like, aren't I just... I'm so smart. Seriously. And then, as another kill set up here, pop the first molly underneath on the crack to burn their feet. On this patch here, a lombot goes in between. What a surprise. And then you have your turrets, just wherever you want to, really. Hits them through the floor. If they go through again, dead and dead. As a variation to this, I'm giving you guys all the variations to everything here. Alright, when you play Bind, after watching my guide, you are ready for everything, okay? You're ready for every opportunity, every scenario. I'm not letting you leave here without knowing exactly what you're going to do before you spawn in, okay? Wasn't that beautiful? Anyway, for retake, let me calm down now. I'm getting a bit too hyper, sorry guys. For retake, you put your molly there. Ult goes here, and usually once you put the ult down, they're all going to run towards long. So what you do is you go here, and you line up the tip of your turret symbol. Okay, pay attention. Right there, and left click. So in real time, pop the molly, they can't plant. They run back towards long. Use the molly here. As they leave, you hit them, you damage them, and give your team more time to come into sight and take over. I missed you guys so much. I hope you know that. Like, I'm genuinely sitting here having fun right now. Anyways, default, have your first molly on top of the boxes there. Always, 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 always put your alarm bot mid, because Brimstone or Omen or try to lurk, especially Brimstone, and your team will hate you for it. They'll flame you. Okay, be a good Killjoy. Put your llama down. Turret goes here if you want to be aggressive. You swing off it, get a kill, fall back. If you want a more conservative turret, if you're a gentleman, place it here. It will see them from both long and short. And then from here you can play back sights, you can play window, you can play wherever you want. Okay, you have your own choice. Freedom of speech, freedom of action. Second molly goes there towards long to help you defend the site. Pop this to nice spike from going down. And then here's the beautiful kill setups. I have took my time to cook with these guys, okay? I took my time, went into custom games, and practiced these a ton. So I know they work. You have my guarantee. First goes there, second goes... Just pause the video, I know it's hard to explain, but this little mark on the floor here, I suppose. Alarm bot in between. Pop these, they have nowhere to run. Like Rainer says, easy kills. As a variation, find the third white line, the very bottom, chuck it down, find this piece of rock here, or slab, in between, because usually when they push up sides, they like to hug the right wall, because obviously if you hug the right wall, you don't have as high of a chance of getting shot from, you know, multiple angles. And if they do that from here, whew, I'm sitting backside with my McDonald's and I'm shooting your ass. I'm eating my nuggets and shooting at the same time. And then for the little setup here towards sewers or shorts, whatever you call it, put these both down, alarm bot in between. Brand new setup I just tested in comp, works flawlessly. They come up. Oh no, I'm gonna fall back. Yeah, you thought so. You thought so. And they're dead. And then if you're playing B, here's your B default setup. I don't recommend playing B as like your, you know, only commitment. So when you're playing B, this molly here was a bit patched for some reason. You know, still put your mollies towards A, put some util towards B if you need to, some towards C, you know, mix it up. Then for retake towards the A site, make your way here and place the tip of your turret right on this position here. It's marked for you, you can't miss it. Now when you jump through this, don't jump and left click straight away. You need to jump, wait half a second and then left click. Okay, you'll come down here, hit the corner, hit their teeny toes as they run away. In real time, you ult here. You have the molly, the first one to try and block the plant from going down. Second one flies over like a magnificent little bird, and it kills them. And then if you're playing B site, again guys, I don't recommend using these kind of mollies here. They don't serve you any sort of purpose, okay? Instead, take my advice and do this instead. Alarm always goes B. Alright, turret goes towards garage here. The molly goes towards the door because if the turret shoots, you pop that molly in garage, and as they try and run into garage, you kill them. It's amazing, guys, trust me, it works every time. From here you can hold B, and you still have cover of C. You have defusal of spike, and you have the turret watching garage too. Now if you're playing towards garage and you want some kill setups, here's the first one. Second behind the door, a lot in between. As they come in, they'll pre-aim towards window. They'll walk in and bang, they're dead. Try and fall back. Who do you think I am? And as a second little setup here, first goes behind the wood, second goes at the very start of the walkway, as shown. And as you can probably imagine, they do get rather toasted, I would presume the word is. Turret goes over there, on top of boxes. It's amazing, it sees both into spawn, if they're trying to flank you, and people coming out of garage too. It is rather fantastical. And now if you're playing B, here's a good tip you can take from me, okay? This molly is amazing, it covers every plant position on the front of sight. It's quite easy too, as I'm fucking it up 3 times. Quite easy, okay? You didn't see anything. And if you're retaking the B site, ult goes here. Nothing special. If you have a spare molly for whatever reason, you can throw it here. And anybody trying to play outside the range here will be forced to move back. Your team comes in, defuses, good times. Now your C default play is a turret up here, which will scan both garage and people scootering up through long, trying to be shy and timid. Or place it over here instead if you want to. This one's good if you know long is clear. Like if you know that's not going to go long, if your teammate pushes there for you, use this turret here and peek through garage and try and get a pick. Alarm bot goes garage here for some extra information. Nothing special. You can swing off the alarm bot. And what I like about this is look at the range. Range is magnificent. You can flank all the way through C. And you have information if they go through garage. Now for C kill setups, I'll be honest guys, just don't use them. If they're not good, they're not good. But I can make things work, you know, so before you skip, at least give me a chance here, okay? Now, they usually go on this left side when they come into sight. So place both of these. Alarm bot goes towards the door here, and because one person always goes left and hugs the wall, yeah, you're not surviving that one. You're not surviving that. Turret in the corner as well. So as you push up, turret shoots your asshole. You have 2 mollies and alarm bot chasing you at the same time. This is how it looks for you as an attacker. Bang, alarm bot hits you. Pop these. You're dead. You're taking double damage from the alarm bot. And as just a normal, basic anti-rush little setup here. Little mark on the ground. In between both. And if they do try and rush here, it's actually quite decent to be there. Covers most of the ground for you. And then for your Haven C retake setup, again, always leave your alarm bot in mid. If you don't leave it outside B, I will kill you. Myself, okay? You don't deserve the title of playing this character anymore. Turret goes in garage like so. Sees people going out garage. And anybody coming out onto site from C. Get you some good chip damage before you retake. Ult goes down here. And you'll see in the corner here, there is a little gap that they might want to explore. So you run over here, toss that molly over the top. Just in the middle of the gap here. Comes down, bang, you're dead. And that's Haven for you. Hope you enjoyed. Now, similar to Bind, Icebox is a map I think I've very much improved on in terms of my setups, so I think you'll really enjoy the ones I have for you now. Whether you play A or B, you always leave your turrets in kitchen. Very, very important. Kitchen's a massive part of the map. You need to have some sort of information there. Okay, so leave your turret there. It will see them both in kitchen and also if they go under tube as well. Very, very good. And then choose one of these mollies here. So either the molly on default or on the side like so. The llama goes there. And this is your default setup towards the A side. So your turret's watching tube for you. You can deny spike with the molly. Your second molly is going towards the alarm bot to stop the rush. And you simply just sit backside. And just do your thing. And like I said before, don't be afraid to take risks sometimes. You know, you need to lurk sometimes. Push up through tube if you need to. Get a pick and fall back. Okay? Be confident. Play confident. And now for your A site icebox kill setups. First one is going to be in this corner here. For your Molotov. Well, I suppose it's not a Molotov, it's a molly, but you know what I mean. Second goes there, alarm bot's just behind the green box, like so. This is like the ultimate microwave setup on A site. I get kills with this thing every single game. Turret goes up top here. I really recommend using this on pistol round because they have no armor, most people, and you will kill an abundance of people. An abundant. At least two. They die to your mollies or they run through the mollies and you kill them on the way out. And there's variation here. Change the second molly to go on the box with your alarm bot. Just touching the box like this. If they get aggressive and try to peek you in CT, you get the kill there. Now this is where I really leveled up my game. So if you go right here, you can right click or left click and molly right on the edge there, which is cool by itself. But pair with this, llama goes in between. This is a game changer, I feel like, because for me, A site and Icebox was always like, it was a good site for getting kills, but at the same time, if you don't have variety, they can always just nade your setups. It's super annoying. But these setups here I'm showing you, like look at this, as a variation. Super easy to do. They're really hidden as well, they won't be damaged or broken easily. And they cover so much ground. Look at them. I love them. I told you guys I've been working hard, you know, since I was off on my break. It's working really hard. I wasn't slacking. This one here is a bit of a variation as well. For A side, if they keep breaking your mollies. Alarma goes in between the boxes here. Pop the first one as they fall back. Pop the second, damages them around the corner. You do tons of damage, and if they do decide to push you, they'll be low HP. Now retaking the A site is very easy. Ult goes here, and don't even say to me, yeah, but Rico, they won't play up there, nobody plays in that corner. You'll be surprised, people will sit in this corner and just wait for you to come in. your team will push in with their knives out and they'll all die. It's happened so many times, okay? So what you do is find the third line here. Molly comes out and you left click right in this corner here before you push, okay? So ult goes down at around 7 seconds. Chuck this. And trust me, somebody will be playing there, they will kill you and you will regret not doing it. I promise you. Now, this is where things get really spicy. Okay, so towards tube and mid. This was my first original setup I used to use in tube, which was good, but it's a bit overused now. Does good damage. It's cool, you can show off. But this is crazy. Watch this. So you molly here on the armchair, right? And then if you move back a few steps, place a molly here, and alarm bot right on this orange box. Look at the coverage he has. They're gonna hit kitchen here, pop these. It's a guaranteed kill, or you make them play in a very awkward position. And what you can do is just sit back over here. When they come in, you swing out, pop them there in that corner. As a variation to this, you can also do a right click throw like this to get stuck. Takes a few tries, guys. I know I'm not perfect myself, okay? Practice. But if you do it from the left side here, it's a bit easier, as you can see. Get stuck there and will serve as a good substitute for the previous Molotovs. Second goes there. Alarm bot's just on the edge of the second one. And when they hit this molly here, they'll be pushed so far forward that the first molly you put behind the box will kill them. Guaranteed. And then as a variation again, if you're very careful here, you can right click and get your molly stuck here. I know what you're thinking, how the fuck do you find these? Guys, trust me, this video took a long time to make. I was in custom games for hours upon hours. They're gonna push in, hit the alarm bots, run away, nope, and you're dead. Look at the coverage, crazy. Now, when you're playing B, same turret as before. Have your turrets towards tube here. Have your molly on this little edge here to stop the plant. Very simple right click. And a alarm bot for information when they push up. With a second molly like so. This just covers the right side for you. And gives you some time to rotate or do some damage as they come in. And as a bonus molly, you can also use your molly here as a kill setup. So you right click, like shown here. It's a little difficult to do first time. There we go. And as you saw before, this one hits them even when they're standing above the molly as well. So they're on the container and they're trying to use the operator. It will hit them, which you'll see here, which is really cool. If they fall back, you have both of these. Just amazing damage. Amazing damage. Super, super cool. As a more simple version, if you're a basic bitch, use these two. Does the same thing, but it won't hit the guy up top. So keep that in mind. First molly here on the ledge. Here's your second kill setup. Then place your second just in between the little box here. Alarm bot confined between both of them. As they push up, pop these. Kill the Sage, or at least force them to fall back into main. You can also right click your molly here towards yellow and have a second one on the ground, like so. So you'll notice here I'm trying to find positions where you can't see the mollies as easily, right? So when you're trying to find these little setups, find elevated positions or little like nooks in areas of the map, nooks and crannies. And for your retake, you want to alt right here. Save your two mollies. First one goes here, so you put your alarm bot symbol right there on the top line, and then you put your turret, the tip of your turret, on this line right here. If you need to, you can zoom in or pause the video. They both land there, and once you use this in combination, looks like this. When they try and hide behind yellow thinking they're safe, bang, pop these, and they're dead. Now here's a huge tip. That's what she said. When you're playing towards A site of Killjoy, always place down your alarm bots outside B doors. Because how many times do you play A site and then somebody does this? They break the door and you think to yourself, are they going to split towards B or go towards A? Right, so that piece of util confirms to you where they're going, and the turret here does the same thing. It sees both main and doors. So you can prepare yourself better for the push towards A site, or it can help you to know when to rotate, to potentially rotate sooner and help your teammates out. Both the mollies here just help you defend the push if they push your way. And now here's the real spicy content on Lotus. I found this maybe 2 days ago now in custom games, because I thought to myself, damn, I have no good setups for tree because they keep breaking my setups through the door. The door breaks my mollies, it's annoying, I waste my money. But guys, look at this. Look at how sexy this is. They have no time to react, right? They come in, bang, molly, molly. You try to leave? No, you can't leave, no. Second one's here. This is more towards like trying to stop the guy, not planting the spike necessarily, but from pushing out doors and trying to flood the site and make space. Let's put these both down. They'll come in and most times be forced to leave into doors with low HP. This one here, we've all seen this one already. I've showed it like 10 times, but it's just the best setup against Neon players. Like, you Neon players are fucking freaks. You all have ADHD, I swear. Sliding there, sliding here. Use this and you'll counter Neon. Okay. This one's more towards trying to kill the guy planting the spike. It leaves very little room to move or try and maneuver. And then here's the retake ultimate you can do. So first molly goes here, in between. Second's kinda hard to understand, but you have to bank it off the wall there. So you run, jump and throw off the wall. And if you do both correctly, you won't always hit every little bit of space. You'll see what I mean here. But if you don't hit every bit of space, I mean look, they're gonna stand here really, in the ult. That's a free kill. They're in the open. So it's very, very strong. And then here's even crazier. If you're pushing from T-spawn, the only place they can be really is drop. So if you ult in this corner here, make your way against the black line that I'm showing right now, and do a jumping left click on this leaf here. flies over, and with your ultimate, oh, it's just beautiful. It's mesmerizing. I'm getting quite hard just watching it, honestly. Beautiful, land down. They can't stand anywhere. Free kill. And then this is your standard default for B. Always leave, in my opinion, alarm bot on B towards the entrance. Because the thing is, B site's a very confined space, right? So if they push into your alarm bot, it's very easy to capitalize and get a kill, as they're vulnerable. And then you have one molly just to block the push, and one to leave on the site to deny the spike. So I swing here with the molly trying to get a kill. I can position myself over here. If they try and plan to have the molly to try and defuse the situation, like so. And now here are the kill setups for B site. These are, I would say, very strong, but at the same time, maybe not worth playing B for. I think with Killjoy, B is a very strong site in terms of getting kills, but B is a lot easier to retake first of all. So I'd rather, if you play Killjoy, play towards A and C, because it's much easier for somebody else to hold B for you, or you can just retake anyway. You know, retaking B is a breeze. Use these levered positions here with the molly on both sides to get these unique setups like so. And then if you put your mollies towards the back of here, so one box and one on this black line right here, if they try to push out and plant the spike at the back, pop these, they have no space, literally no space to walk into. Watch this. Congo box. There's nothing there. They fall back main, open the door, and your teammates see just pop their brains out. Very, very strong. And then for just like a standard holding B kind of setup, use this. On the stairs, one here, on this dark spot. Covers enough ground for you. Should help you rotate your teammates over. And then for retake, it's pretty self-explanatory, the retake. But basically you want to use your ult over here. And the only place they can be in this situation is by doors. So if you throw a somewhat decent molly, like this, as they run out to try and go in the safe spot, you hit them and detain them or kill them. So in fast time, you do this. Run. Chuck your molly now at 7 seconds. Pop it. They're forced to either leave that corner completely or go to doors. And now for C site, I always love to leave my alarm bots towards B. Because the thing is, on this map, people love to lurk towards B all the time. So leave your alarm bots there and peek out towards C. Don't be a bitch. Like, this mount position here is very, very strong. So don't obviously peek it every single round, but as a default, you know, leave your setup over here towards B. If they go B, you're fine. You play towards C, you can cover both at the same time. And now for your Lotus C-side kill setups. These will be somewhat recognizable to some of you. I had a few of these in my last video, my last all setups guide, but to be honest, they're mainly here because they just work, and I have no reason to change them. So if you want to complain in the comments section about there's no new C setups, well, first of all, you're lying because they're coming up, and secondly, if they work, why change it? This one here is great if they try and go waterfall. So if you know they try and go and overexpose themselves towards waterfall a lot, use this, they have no escape. It's a guarantee kill. Or they put themselves in a very bad position. And here's a variation of the first setup. Now why it's different to the first one is because I'm changing the focus of my setup. So you notice here, I'm focused more towards that box there. Because some agents like Raze or Jet like to jump on that box to peek into spawn. So if you know this already, if you pick up on different patterns, you can use this to then change your setups and punish people. Very simple setup over towards the back of sight. And now for retake setup. This ult covers everything you need it to cover. So you don't need to use any combos specifically. But I recommend that you come over here towards waterfall, hug the little wall here, and then use your molly and throw it as they try and fall back. So you'll see here I throw it a little left, right there. And as they fall back, they'll take damage. Or if they try and push in once the ult's over, you waste time and delay them. Okay guys, honest thoughts on Sunset. Because I used to hate this map, but honestly I think it's not my favourite, but in my top 3 favourite maps now. Now Sunset, the most important thing to know when you're playing towards A as your default setup is the alarm bot's very important. Because everything on Sunset revolves around mid. Mid pressure, mid rotations are super important. So always have your alarm bot there. Your turret, I like having it over here in this area, since it sees both into elbow and towards short at the same time. Just extra information. You can peek from back sight as they come in and get a pick, and then you choose either one of these 2 areas here. So if they plans towards the black box, you have the first molly ready. If they go towards the green box at back sight, you chuck the second molly. Now for the kill setups. These again are quite similar to my last video, but a few towards elbow are really cool that I haven't shown yet. So you better fucking like the video now. Please. I need views. I need dopamine in my system. Both these mollies here. Turret at the back of the site as they push in. These, they can get broken at times, to be honest, when they do raise nade. Because they do often raise nade there quite early. But without a raise on the team, I get kills there all the time. Here's a variation of the same one. If you play towards backside, pop these as they swing in. They take a fuck ton of damage and you can just pick them off with a vandal. And then another variation towards short 2 is to have these 2. Molly just after the green box here. Play back sight and you'll fry them. Now, the best setup for elbow in my opinion that you'll ever find are these 2 mollies here. A lot more just on the stairs. When they push down, look at this. Throw it up top to do some chip damage and distract them. But as they come out here, if they swing out onto sight, even if they clear you, they're still dead. Look at this. It's absolute cinema. The freest kill of your life. Now, if you're playing towards A and you want to retake, make your way over here. It's the best ulti you can have. What we're focused on here is A-Link, because usually when you throw this ultimate, people towards A-Link will begin to flood out. So you put the right white diamond above your molly symbol on that black dot there on the wall. And as they come out through Link here, to try and push and kill you as you come up. They can't. If they try and get in and pressure you while you defuse, they can't. So you stall loads of time, basically. And then towards the other side of the site here, for retake, ult goes down, and you put the line between your molly symbol and your alarm symbol. That little white line puts that on the orange marker on the box. You know what? Mid actually is very good with Killjoy. I used to think mid's kind of a waste of money, but you can get a lot of kills because mid's very condensed. That's the thing. Killjoy loves when you have condensed space where her mollies cover the most space possible, right? So if you think when people come through mid, they never expect your mollies to be there. Never. Maybe a Cypher trip if you're playing Cypher. But if you use these in tandem with each other, like this, it's super strong. Alarm are quite deep. Make them walk into your setup. Okay, now as they come in, they're gonna clear left, clear hard left. Oh, it's free. Let's push. Nope! Deny, bitch. That's more focused towards the right side, towards stairs. However, if you want to focus towards the left side, more towards the site itself, right? Then place your second molly over here instead. Alarm bot a little bit deeper, so they walk into it and get vulnerable. And now if they go towards this left side here, hits them, and they're fried. Corners blocked, they can't fall back towards mid because they take damage. It's just easy damage. Now for your B default setup, the most important thing is where you place your mollies. Here are 3 examples. Now it all depends on the behavior of the other team. So if they have Gecko and he always plants right on stairs, then you put your molly towards stairs and deny him. So you choose where this molly goes to deny the spike. But from there you get to your turrets and pay attention to my mini-map on the top left. You see I'm angling my turrets to where it perfectly hits both main and spawn. You need to be paying attention. It's really important to your turret and where the light from the turret is shooting at. Alarm bot here to stop the push as they come out. And then if you want to, you can have a molly even towards mid to stop the mid push. Or alarm bots too. You can hold here, swing off. And now here are your kill setups towards B side. These are fucking crazy. I have loved playing Sunset with Killjoy recently. I think now it's in my top 3 maps, you know, for that main reason. This first one here is probably the best one. On B side. Always gets me a kill. One there. Focus towards the left side of sight. Because people, similar to how it is on Haven, on C site, they always hug the wall on this left side here, always, to get more cover. So he's thinking, oh no, where do I go? Fuck. Bitch, you're dead. You're not moving nowhere. Alarm bot's just on the stairs here. And if they swing out towards stairs, they either push your molly and take loads of damage, or fall back. They'll try and go on the other side here to take cover and take more damage. I've saved the best setup till last, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most overpowered setup you could possibly have on this map. Okay, so when it comes to retaking B sites, choose your molly first of all. Obviously quite important. Try and stop the plant. But now look where the magic happens. Come in this corner here. Now I'll try and zoom in for you. You aim for this corner here with the hood bar. So under where it says 50 armor, there's a line. Line it up right there and do a left click. This lands in the exact corner behind the wall, which is unbreakable. That just so happens to hit where your ultimate cannot hit. So you see what I'm thinking here? Are you thinking the same way I'm thinking? So before the round starts, you throw that. They can't break it. You ult, and they literally just lose. They can't do anything. It's just unbeatable. Truly unbeatable. As I mentioned before, this took a long time to make. So if you enjoyed, please leave a like. Okay, I'm giving you entertainment when you're eating your food. I deserve a like. But thank you guys for watching, seriously. Take care. I appreciate all love and support I've had since I've been gone. And I'll see you guys soon.